In our last video, we mastered level 3 of our playbook, the organization. We learned how to decode a company's real culture by looking at 3 specific things: how they handle failure, how they make decisions, and how they measure success. But what happens on day 1, after you've accepted the offer? You're going to run headfirst into something that makes most of us cringe: office politics. We think of backstabbing, gossip, and shameless self-promotion. We're often told to just put our head down and do good work and we'll get noticed. But according to Stanford professor Jeffrey Pfeffer, this is the single worst piece of advice that you can give because it's a lie. In his book, 7 Rules of Power, Pfeffer argues that the belief that good work speaks for itself is the #1 reason talented, hardworking people get stuck in their career while others fly right past them. Here's the truth. Politics isn't good or bad, it's just the reality of people working together. It's the informal power map of your company. Ignoring this is like playing a game of chess without knowing how the pieces move. This video isn't about manipulation, it's about observation, connection, and ethical influence. This is how you navigate office politics without losing your soul. To get your best ideas funded, to get that promotion, and to make a real impact, you need to master these 3 core skills. The first is to become an organizational anthropologist. You have to observe. Before you can play the game, you have to see the board. Your first 90 days, your #1 job is to listen and watch. In our last video, we looked for culture. Now we're looking for power. A famous example of this is Lou Gerstner, the CEO who saved IBM. When he first started, he sent a direct email to his European employees, but he noticed he got almost no replies. He didn't just get mad, he investigated. And he discovered that the regional manager had intercepted and blocked his email because the manager felt that he owned those employees and the CEO had no right to talk with them. That single observation told Gerstner more about the toxic mini empires inside IBM than any financial report ever could. He found the real power blockers by observing the system. You need to do the same. Go beyond the formal organizational chart. Who really has influence? Now here's a hint. It might be the senior executive assistant, not the new VP. Who eats lunch with whom? In a big meeting, when that one person speaks, does everyone go silent and listen? How do decisions really get made? This isn't about gossip. This is about understanding the flow of information and influence so you know who to talk to so you can get things done. The second is to build your social capital. You need to connect with others. Once you see the map of the playing field, you need allies. This directly aligns with Pfeffer's rule: build your network and your brand. But let's be honest, the word networking feels fake and transactional, so let's reframe it using the concept from Wharton professor and author of the best-selling book Give and Take, Adam Grant. Grant studied the most successful networkers in the world and found that they all practice something called the 5-minute favor. Instead of asking, what can you do for me, they ask, what is a small thing that I can do for you that takes less than 5 minutes? Maybe it's writing a quick LinkedIn recommendation. Maybe it's introducing 2 people who would benefit from knowing each other. Maybe it's sharing an article that helped someone solve a problem. When you do this, you aren't schmoozing. You're building a reservoir of goodwill. You're proving that you're a giver in a world of takers. So later, when you do need support for that project, you don't have to beg for it. You've already earned it, and that's the definition of social capital. And here's a pro tip. Be the person who connects others. When you connect 2 people and they succeed, they both remember you as the reason it happened. Your network becomes the power base. The third skill to master is to make your success visible. This is the one that trips up most smart people. We're afraid of bragging, but remember, good work does not speak for itself. A great example of this is the invention of the Post-it notes at 3M. The inventor Art Fry had a problem. Management hated the idea. They thought that glue that didn't stick was a failure. Good work wasn't enough to save the project. So Fry played politics. He knew he needed to make the value visible, so he bypassed the executives and handed out samples to their secretaries and assistants. They started using the notes to attach messages to the executives' documents. Suddenly, the bosses were seeing the value visually on their desks every day. The demand was created from the bottom up. Fry didn't brag. He strategically communicated the value of his work to the people who held the power. This isn't about bragging. This is about strategic communication. There's a big difference. Bragging sounds like this: I crushed my sales quota this month. It's selfish and it's all about you. Whereas strategic communication sounds like this: just wanted to share a team win. The new sales script our team developed led to a 15% increase in conversion. Great collaboration by everyone involved. Do you see the difference? The second one is data-driven, team-oriented, and shows your contribution to the larger goal. It's not bragging, it's just good communication. As you start to do this, you'll be tempted to take shortcuts, and this is where the losing your soul part comes in. Now, here's 3 traps that you must avoid. Trap 1 is gossip. It's tempting. It feels like you're gathering information, which is skill 1. But the moment you participate in gossip, you're branded as untrustworthy and you destroy your social capital. The rule? You can listen and understand the landscape, but never participate or spread it. The second trap is stealing credit. This is the dark side of making your work visible. It's a short-term win that guarantees a long-term loss. The second that you steal someone's credit, you have an enemy for life and everyone who saw it will never trust you again. The rule, be aggressively generous when giving credit. It's the best investment that you'll ever make. The third trap is being a tricky chameleon. This is the most dangerous trap. It's changing your entire personality and values to fit the person in front of you. People can smell inauthenticity a mile away. The key difference? Do not confuse adaptation with inauthenticity. Adapting your communication style is smart. Be direct with a busy executive, be more detailed with an analyst. That's just good strategy. But changing your core values or lying to fit in, that's inauthentic, and that's how you lose the game and your soul. Office politics is the final boss of organizational behavior. Jeffrey Pfeffer is right. Power and influence are the currency for getting things done. Ignoring politics doesn't make you noble, it just makes you ineffective. Being political doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means that you're a smart, effective, and influential one. The soul part is about how you play the game, with integrity, by building others up and staying true to your values. I want to hear from you. What's the best or worst piece of advice that you've ever gotten about office politics? Share it in the comments below. In our next video, we're tackling the elephant in every room. Will AI take your job? And how to future-proof your career. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.